Ruben Loftus-Cheek, great to speak to you. How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Very good, very good. Happy to speak to you. I got to ask, Chelsea's top of the league right now, heading into the next match week. What's the mood like in the dressing room and in training amongst the squad, the staff, everybody?
The mood's very enjoyable to be around. Everyone's very happy, as you would expect after the run we're on, being top of the Premier League and doing well in the Champions League. So the mood's good. There's a lot of fun happening in training, but also a lot of hard work, as you can see, on the pitch. So everything's good, all good.
And I'm going to look at the team now, starting at the back. 3 goals conceded in the Premier League. That is an astounding record. I mean, what's been the message from the gaffer to keep it tight at the back, yet still be able to go forward and score goals aplenty?
Well, I think the main message is that we all put a shift in. We all work hard. We all defend together, and I think that's one of the biggest reasons why we haven't conceded that much goals, is because when we defend, everyone wants to defend, and stop as many goals going in. I think that the defenders at the back have been like rocks, but also the strikers have been putting in the work as well. So from Mendy or the keeper to the striker, everyone's putting a shift in and working hard.
Yeah, defending from the front. I got to mention Edouard Mendy because I play as a goalkeeper. Most of the world's worst goalkeeper. You can look that up. It's in the Guinness Book of Records. But I think Edouard Mendy should be at least in the nominees for the Ballon d'Or. Keepers don't get the recognition they deserve because Edouard Mendy is a brilliant goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's been fantastic for us this season. Some of the saves he's made have given us 3 points, and that's all you can ask from a keeper. He's been fantastic. The communication from him on the pitch, you guys probably don't hear that, from watching on TV and in the stands, but he's always communicating with us players and making sure everyone's in the right position also, and then he's making those saves on top of that. He's a top keeper, and a keeper I like to have behind me when I'm playing.
I'm sure any player would love to have Edouard Mendy in their goal. But there was a bit of, course, concern with the injuries to your strikers, Lukaku and Werner. But the last couple of games, it hasn't been a problem. There's goals all around this team, not just up front. Is it something the whole team works on in training?
I think in training, when we do, everyone takes part in finishing drills and crossing and finishing, but it's just on the pitch, everyone is happy to step up and take responsibility of scoring goals if they have the opportunity. It's always nice to have, strikers that put the ball in the back of the net more often than not. But, if there's injuries, then, players have to step up. And that's what's happening. We've had goals from defenders, all the way through to the striker. So everyone is putting in a shift and contributing.
And I gotta also know about this. Reece James, does he strike the ball like that in training as he does on the pitch?
Of course, yeah. If he couldn't do it in training, he wouldn't be able to do it on the pitch. His technique when striking the ball is fantastic. Whether it's crossing the ball with the instep, curling it, or striking it with the laces, as you can see, he's very technical.
He could be an auxiliary striker the way that he hits that ball. Brilliant. What about Ben Chilwell? Do you really respect his mental fortitude? Because I certainly do. Not being involved at the start of the season, flying form right now. 4 goals and 7 for club in country, and he's been a rock for Chelsea. And to be able to just come back from adversity, I think speaks volumes about his character.
Yeah, of course. And we could see that in training when he was not playing too much at the start of the season. He was still training fantastically well. And that's credit to him that he's able to knuckle down and keep focus when things are not going his way, and then when the opportunity comes, he's taking it. So, fair play to Ben. We're all happy for him. He's doing so well, and we hope he keeps scoring those volleys.
Definitely. What about yourself? I mean, you strike me as a fighter, Ruben. You've gone out on loan to some other clubs, but you've always wanted to come back to Chelsea. You've always wanted to fight for your position on the pitch, for your place in a matchday squad. Now you're getting some minutes. What's the next step to make it a consistent thing?
Well, yeah, that's normal for me to fight. I think it's a way of life, not just in football, but that's all you can do. You can only fight for your place. When you get the time on the pitch, you have to be ready for it. Have no fear, and give your best, and that's all you can do. And if you do that, then hopefully more opportunities come and you play even more. That's the only way to do that. So that's what I'll continue to do.
And I'm sure the manager must have been really supportive of you as well. Otherwise, he wouldn't be playing you in the first place. But were you putting in work away from the training ground, away from Cobham? Were you doing anything additional at home in your free time?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, when I had, when I come back from the injury, I was always in the gym anyway, because it was, part of the rehab to build the strength in my calf. But I've always kept that going. I see that as a necessity that I keep the work in the gym up and keep strong, so I stay injury free. If I stay injury free, that will give me more opportunities to play whenever possible. So that's the way I'm going down, and I'll continue to do the extra work.
What did the manager say to you during pre-season, ahead of the Premier League actually starting, about your role, about your position within the team and the work that you have to put in?
He didn't say too much. I started, with the Aston Villa game in the cup, and I played a different position that I'd been playing for quite a number of years. So I played in a position that I played when I was young in the youth teams, but I hadn't played for a while, not played there in professional football. So it was just, he said before that, just be strong, you're good on the ball to dictate the play. And that was it. Not too much was said. I always, believe in my ability to go out and perform. So the belief in myself is enough for me.
Okay. I have about 1:30 left. Just a quick one. I want to know, what do you like to do in your free time? How do you switch off from football? Because I saw you once. I was at the bridge for a match when I could still travel. I'm all the way in Malaysia, and I saw you. You weren't playing that day, but you're a very stylish man, Ruben. I felt so out of place. I was quite near to you. I was like wearing oversized, stupid jeans, a jacket which didn't fit me, and I see you dressed to the nines just to watch a football game, and I felt terrible about myself. I cried myself to sleep that night.
I'm sorry to be the guy that made you cry.
I'm joking. But yeah, you seem to care about your looks, your fashion. I mean, what do you like to do in your free time and to relax?
To be honest, I'm not too passionate about fashion. Obviously, I like to look good. Everyone likes to look look good. But in my spare time, I play a lot of tennis. If I've got time, if I'm, don't have training, or I've got a bit of free time, I like to play tennis with my brothers, friends. I'm really into that, and I like watching it as well. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.